I represent the third generation of a family of builders, and am very pleased to carry that mantle on behalf of Kilmer. And, I think for me, it's really, development is about doing good and doing well.
Even before affordable housing was sort of being, let's say, mandated, we were involved in the delivery of affordable housing. And so it's always been part of our DNA as we've looked at these sites. And again, the benefit of Habitat for us has been, they speak the development language. They understand the processes that we have to go through to get sites built out. And they're very flexible in terms of how they can receive housing units for their goals. And so it's just a good alignment of goals that we have with them, as well as our other partners like Diamond Core and Daniels, who have also share similar values in their developments. And so it's been a great partnership and great opportunities, and we hope it continues. So we study the sites, we study the area, and from that, we really do formulate a plan. And that's when we engage with Habitat, is again, what makes sense on a given property and community for their involvement. And, I'm proud to say that in most of our developments, have found a role for Habitat.
It's not acceptable for people to have to pay, 50% of their income towards housing. I think first we need to think about supply. So constrained supply does affect the cost of housing. The fees and charges and construction costs, all contribute to the cost of housing. And the diversity of product type, as we talked about, also, is a very important feature. We've been very fortunate in having the opportunity to work on probably 10,000 homes in the last 10 years, of which probably 10% is affordable product. And we've accomplished that in different ways in partnership with the province of Ontario, with Fred Victor, with Wigwaman, and of course, with Habitat GTA, which we're so proud of.
Habitat is very experienced in the urban context. And so we've been able to come up with some really interesting ideas to solve unique challenges on these sites that, again, are constrained by some of their legacy issues. We have a project that's under construction today that's in the Stockyards area of Toronto. Again, a high transit corridor, and worked with them on a solution that changed the design of that site, that enabled them to create an individual land parcel so they could implement, their housing built form, which in this case was townhomes, and we could address all the other issues that they couldn't address. And it worked very successfully. It allowed Habitat to move forward with units that otherwise they just couldn't solve on their own. So it's a good example of, I think, a partnership that worked well for us and worked well for them. And again, I think all our sites can have that solution if engaged early in the conversation.
It's very important to partner with organizations that are mission driven. And not only is Habitat GTA mission driven, but it's loved for what they do and how they do it. So I think it really feels good, both for ourselves as the developer and for the community to know that Habitat GTA is engaged in a project. I think it's a, do good, do well. And in the case of Habitat GTA, done right,